Now let's discuss about each of these forces in detail. Hello everyone, I am Pati. Welcome to Soumyasdiary. With increasing social, economic and political activities, incivilities and criminal activities increases in our society. Thus, criminal activities need to be detected and prevented. Hence, we need an organization that will perform this task. In fact, Police Act 1861 perceives police as an instrument to prevent and detect crime. However, the act has become old. Nowadays, we are facing problems related to public health, safety and morality. Thus, police organization aims to preserve public order, promote public health, safety and morality. In addition to this, there is a dimension of disaster management. Thus, state police performs this task. Under the Constitution of India, public order and police are the responsibility of the state government. Then why the central government has police forces? Article 355 puts an obligation on the union government to protect the state against external aggression and internal disturbance. Thus, union government has to insulate external aggression, continuously monitor the internal security situation and build capability of states to deal with such situations. Thus, border guarding force are there to check cross-border activity. Non-border guarding forces are there to check internal security. They also aid civil administration in performing their duty. Also, the union government has international obligation, thus they deploy these forces as needed. Let's discuss about the police forces of the central government. There are 5 central armed police forces: Border Security Force, Central Industrial Security Force, Central Reserve Police Force, Indo-Tibetan Border Police, Sashastra Seema. There is a Central Paramilitary Force, that is Assam Rifles. Assam Rifles, Border Security Force, Indo-Tibetan Border Police and Sashastra Seema are border guarding force. We have already discussed about this in our previous video. While Central Industrial Security Force, Central Response Police Force and National Security Guard are non-border guarding forces. Border guarding forces primarily check border-related activities. The Central Reserve Police Force aids civil administration in maintaining public order, internal security and perform counter-insurgency activities. It has specialized wings like Rapid Action Force and Commando Battalion for Resolute action to control riot and left-wing extremism. Central Industrial Force provides security and protection to vital installations of national and strategic importance. The National Security Guard is a specialized strike force to deal with counter-terrorism, anti-hijacking operation among the others. National Disaster Response Force provides response to disaster and disaster-like situation. Now let's discuss about each of these forces in detail. It is the oldest paramilitary force in our country. It is raised in 1835. This is known as Friends of Northeast. They fight against insurgency in Northeast. Apart from this, they are also involved in disaster management activity and civic action projects. It is the primary border guarding organization along the border of Pakistan and Bangladesh. During the outbreak of war, it has various active roles like intelligence collection. During peacetime, it prevents transnational crime. It was raised in the wake of Chinese aggression in 1962. It was conceptualized as an integrated guerrilla-cum-intelligence-cum-fighting force. With passage of time, it evolved as a conventional border guarding force. In the wake of India-China conflict in 1962, it was set up to build the moral and capability of the border population against threat of subversion, infiltration and sabotage from across the border. It became a border guarding force in 2001. It is given border guarding responsibility along the Indo-Nepal and Indo-Bhutan border. It also performs duty related to internal security counter-insurgency operations. It was raised in 1939 in Madhya Pradesh. After independence, it became Central Reserve Police Force. It is presently handling a wide range of duties covering law and order, counter-insurgency, and anti-Naxal operation across the country. In 1992, 10 battalions of CRPF were reorganized and converted into a rapid action force. They are trained and equipped to be effective strike force in communal riots and similar situations. A rapid action force is deployed on request of state government for law and order duties, maintenance of peace during various festivals and communal riots on short-term basis. Commando Battalion for Resolute Action, that is CoBRA, was raised between 2008 to 2011. It is also known as Jungle Warriors. It is a specialized force to fight Maoists and insurgents in left-wing extremism affected areas. It was raised in 1969 to provide protection to public sector undertaking. With the globalization, there was a need of protection of different assets. Thus, it evolved as a premier multi-skilled security agency. It provides security to major critical infrastructure installations of the country. Its security cover includes atomic power plants, space installation, defense production unit, ports, oil field and steel plants. It was raised in 1989 to combat terrorism. It draws manpower from Army, Central Armed Police Force and State Police Force. After 2008 terrorist attack, regional hubs were established to reduce the response matrix. It also acts as a federal contingency force. Commandos of this special force are also known as Black Cats. During events like Republic Day, Independence Day celebration, NSG acts as a immediate backup support. On sensitive routes, NSG commandos are deployed as sky marshals on various national and international flights to avoid hijack threat. It is also involved in reconnaissance of sensitive places and installations. Ministry of Home Affairs raised the National Disaster Response Force for purpose of specialized response to disaster and disaster-like situation. It consists of manpower from Border Security Force, Central Reserve Police Force, Central Industrial Police Force, Indo-Tibetan Border Police and Sashastra Seema. They are trained to deal with natural disaster as well as man-made disaster. They are also trained to deal with CBRN hazards. CBRN hazards means the chemical, biological, radiological and nuclear emergency accidents or deliberate acts. Besides NDRF, the Central Armed Police Forces develop adequate disaster management capability within their own forces and respond to disasters which may occur in the area where they are posted. It is one of the 3 All India services constituted under Article 312 of the Indian Constitution. The IPS officers provide senior leadership to the police forces, both in state and center. The All India character of the service gives its members a unique advantage of handling specific problems in the states within the overall perspective of national unity and integrity. However, these forces are facing many problems like lack of modernization, absence of best global practice, low morale and high stress. Modernization of CRPF, increasing state capacity to deal with the situation by themselves, better cadre policy, personnel reform. The major focus area of modernization should be protective equipment solution, surveillance solution, night fighting dominance, better firepower, non-lethal riot control equipment, foolproof communication, and battlefield management system training. So I hope you got an overview of the topic. Thank you very much for your precious time. If you like the content, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Such value added content, stay connected to me.